Warriors, this is not a game anymore. The retail apocalypse is here. Now, why am I sharing this information with you guys? Do you understand that I am a small business owner and my life was affected greatly by the pandemic, by the C word? Think about this, Warriors. I'm not coming to you guys from a perspective of some guy that's trying to teach you about cryptocurrency. I'm trying to teach you the game so you can't be played, Warriors. Let me give you a brief introduction of my history if you don't know me. So I'm Coach JV. I've ran multiple companies. I messed up my life 15 years ago very, very bad. I was addicted to opiates. I crashed my life attempting suicide on December 18, 2006. Now, if that turns you off that I'm some guy that crashed my life, then I'm probably not the right person to deal with. But after I woke up from my attempted suicide, I took grip of my life and I learned the power of the subconscious mind. And I started to study the brain at a deep level, understanding the secret and manifestation. And for the last 15 years, I became a manifestation expert. And from my attempted suicide, opiate addiction, I rose up the ranks into executive banking. I got a degree at CBA Executive Banking School, a certificate. I also got a 4-year degree in business management. I also built my way up to write 2 books, become a top podcast host, and I walked out of corporate America boldly 3 years ago after I felt uncomfortable with the banking system. And so I started a Warrior Academy where I help people all over the world reclaim their mind, their body, their immunity, and I teach them how to manage in the quantum financial system. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because right now, I have a different change of scenery. Do you know where I'm at right now, Warriors? I'm quarantined for 14 effing days. Been exposed to COVID. People in my family have gotten the C word. As this pandemic, I have zero symptoms, no symptoms, but I gotta do the right thing for my business, and now I'm in a hotel for 14 days. I will not see my kids for Christmas because of a pandemic. So, a little emotional, a little irritated, but I keep it real with you guys. I will always be 100% honest, and I'm tired of this bullshit. And this is making me fired up to help more and more and more people. Because Warriors, I'm set up. My portfolio is set up for generational wealth in the crypto space. But I'm going to break down with you what's about to happen. There's a retail apocalypse about to happen, and it's going to affect your life greatly. Use me as an example. Right now, I'm sitting in a god dang hotel room, not with my kids, self-quarantining myself with zero side effects. Zero. Got my taste. Just had some vegan chips. I can had a smoothie. I can taste every words. I'm pissed. I'm done. I'm not playing games anymore. It's time for us to rise. It's time for me to teach you the game. And it's time for me to teach you how to play the game. We are the uncommon 1%. Let's get started. All right. So I want to share with you the small business facts before all this bullshit happened. Okay, excuse my language. I don't care we don't monetize our account. I don't give a shit. Okay, so small business facts, Warriors. Let me show you this really quick. This is off of the SBA Small Business Facts website. Okay, so survival rates improve as given business ages. But I want to share with you how hard it is in a normal economy for a business to stay open. I run a small business. We have a Warrior Academy within the Mesa, Arizona area. We have people in person. Our academy got shut down twice because of the C word, right? And now I'm sitting in a gosh dang hotel room. Thank God I have an online business that's all over the world. Thank God I can run my business, but I'm pissed because I can't see my kids. It's just an irritating thing. But I am somebody who knows how to manage through this. Imagine if a business owner didn't have my knowledge and my understanding of how to run an online business. They didn't have the influence that I have on TikTok where I can drive people to my online business and help people. There is people right now that this is affecting their lives greatly. And it's time for us to understand the game. So let me take a deep breath. You're going to get real deal from me. If you come in my academy, I show you who shows you their portfolio. I show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but let me break this down for you. So in a normal environment, okay, about 2/3 of small businesses with employees survive at least 2 years. 2/3. That's it. 2/3 survive about 2 years, and about half survive at least 5 years. So in a normal, thriving environment, half survive 5 years. Let me repeat that. In a normal environment, only half of small businesses survive 5 years. Is this a normal environment that we're experiencing right now? Absolutely not. let's talk, let's take a look at this. So nearly 1,000 businesses shut down, okay? Nearly 1,000 business establishments temporarily shut down due to the pandemic, are now out of business. This is on September 28th. 100,000 establishments. Think about that. Let's just say that there's one person that works there. That's 100,000 people. And we all know that there's more people that work at those businesses. This is about to be catastrophic. Now, this is on September 28th. We're going to watch this from Jerome Powell. He's the person who makes the financial decisions for your world. I'm going to explain to you what a retail apocalypse is. I'm going to show you the fourth industrial revolution. And I'm going to show you the blockchain that you can invest in right now and change your whole life. It's the biggest shift in generational wealth.
Least able to bear the burden have been the most affected. The rise in joblessness has been especially severe for lower wage workers, for women, and for African Americans and Hispanics. The reversal of economic fortune has upended many lives and created great uncertainty about the future.
The reversal of economic fortune. The 634 richest people in the world became way wealthier in the first 6 months of the pandemic. Did you become wealthier?
A full recovery is likely to come only when people are confident that it is safe to re-engage in a broad range of activities. The path forward will depend on keeping the virus under control and on policy actions taken at all levels of government.
6 million jobs since April, nearly 50% of all jobs lost due to the pandemic. The unemployment rate decreased to 8.4%, a notable achievement considering many people thought it could get as high as 25%. Economic reopenings combined with the CARES Act have enabled us to have an economic rebound, but some industries particularly hard hit by the pandemic require additional relief. The President and I remain committed to providing support for American workers and business. We continue to work with Congress on a bipartisan basis to pass a Phase 4 relief program. I believe a targeted package is still needed, and the administration is ready to reach a bipartisan agreement.
Okay, that was September. They just reached it today. Today is December 22nd. You're getting your check. And what's going to happen, Warriors, is they're going to do it on January 1st. They're going to announce the FedNow wallet. They're going to teach you how to use a blockchain. I'm getting you ready for this, Warriors. It's time to wake up and stop listening to your neighbor that says cryptocurrency is a fraud. It's time to wake up and stop listening to your buddy who said Bitcoin's a fraud. When PayPal buys and sells cryptocurrency on your PayPal app, when JP Morgan started their own cryptocurrency, the JPM coin, when Michael Saylor from MicroStrategies is dumping most of his assets into Bitcoin. Elon Musk is cracking jokes about Bitcoin. The narrative is here, Warriors. Okay, so let's understand what a retail apocalypse is, okay? We can talk about this all day. This isn't dinner table conversation, right? The retail apocalypse is the closing of numerous brick-and-mortar retail stores, especially those large chains worldwide, starting around 2010, okay, and continuing onward in 2019, the retailers in the United States announced 9,302 closings. That was not during a pandemic, and 59% jump from 2008. So they were already planning this, Warriors. The Amazon, the Walmarts were taking over. And the highest since tracking numbers in 2012. Over 12,000 physical stores have closed due to the factors including overexpansion of malls, rising rents, bankruptcies, and over-leveraging of buyouts. Low quarterly profits outside the holiday binge spending delayed effects on the Great Recession. So it delayed effects, so they go ahead and they created it, and change the spending habits. Casual fashion and relaxed dress codes, as well as the rise in e-commerce, just the rise in e-commerce, mostly the form of competition from juggernaut companies such as Amazon, Walmart. 2007 Business Insider reported and dubbed the phenomenon the Amazon effect, and calculated that Amazon was generating greater than 50% of the growth of retail sales, and they announced that they're going into pharmaceuticals. The rash of bankruptcies and store closings is expected to greatly intensify due to the C-word pandemic, with most retail shops particularly already struggling. Mall-based retailers closing for an extended period of time. J.Crew, Neiman Marcus, Stage Stores, JCPenney, and Tuesday Morning were among the retailers that filed bankruptcy during the pandemic. The most productive retailers in North America during the retail apocalypse are the discount superstores, Walmart, Target, low-cost leaders, fast fashion, Zara, Cotton On, H&M, V-Chain, H&M, Walmart, V-Chain, Ross Stores, Marshalls, Burlington, Dollar Store, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Spirit Halloween that pops up in these stores, Amazon, Walmart. Think about this, Warriors. Okay, so now let me calm down for just a moment. So we know how small businesses do not hardly thrive in good economies. We understand what's happening with our economy with the pandemic that just snuck up on us. We understand what a retail apocalypse is, and I need you to ask yourself, what does that mean for your job, your life, your career? Is there a family member around you that's going to be affected by this? And I want to remind you what the fourth industrial revolution is. Please stick through this whole video, and I'm going to show you what the blockchain is and how you can get involved in the biggest shift in generational wealth.
We are wondering what is happening to the world. Everything is changing.
The very idea of human being some sort of natural concept is really going to change.
Our bodies will be so high tech, we won't be able to really distinguish between what's natural and what's artificial.
Inside our own heads is the most complex arrangement of matter in the known universe.
You might ask yourself, can we get to be superhumans?
The original Industrial Revolution was driven by the discovery that you could use steam engines to do all kinds of interesting things.
But that was followed by additional revolutions for electricity and computers and communications technology. We're now in the early stages of the fourth industrial revolution, which is bringing together digital, physical, and biological systems.
One of the features of this fourth industrial revolution is that it doesn't change what we are doing, but it changes us.
With the ability to visualize brain activity, for example, through a simple consumer-based EEG device, it gives us access to ourselves in ways that we've never before thought possible. It unlocks the black box that is the brain and enables us to really, truly be able to realize an identity that is aspirational.
There's now a scientific foundation for the effects of mindfulness on the brain, on the genome, on biological aging. When the human mind does know itself, then you get the potential for a new renaissance that restructures itself in terms of our relationship to life, our relationship to the planet, our relationship to work.
We need a different economic model. By that, I don't mean capitalism versus communism. What I'm talking about is a shift in the system along the lines of the two big changes that happened in the 20th century, Keynesianism, with a much greater focus on health and education and the role of government working with business, and then a reaction against that in late century to neoliberalism, where the focus was on free markets, freedom of the individual, and getting governments out of the way. We need a shift to a new system that will allow us to meet the basic needs of every human on the planet, that will live within planetary means, that will be fairer, and that will be focused as its key goal, not on growth per se, but on maximizing human well-being. And history tells us that a values shift is triggered by creation of a new story about how we want to live.
Key, new story on how we want to live. Hopefully you were paying attention. Now I'm going to introduce you. I've introduced you multiple times. Like the way I explain cryptocurrency a little bit different from a banking perspective, we cannot operate in the new quantum financial system, in the new fourth industrial revolution with the old archaic banking system. So a blockchain is how you're going to vote, it's how you're going to interact, it's how you're going to do your medical records, it's how you're going to do your finances. Now, Warriors, that's what the blockchain and cryptocurrency is. That's the thing that your friends are telling you a fraud. It's because a narrative has been sold to you, because this has been moving along for a long time, Warriors. MIT was working on cryptocurrencies in 1996. 2009, Bitcoin was created by Yoshi Nakamoto. We don't know who Yoshi Nakamoto is. That's interesting. And now Bitcoin is going to be the new store of value. Billionaires are moving from the fiat currency, the current dollar that you own, into stores of value, gold, silver, cryptocurrency. But warriors, the narrative you're being sold, like the XRP thing today, that XRP is being sued by the SEC, these are narratives to keep you away before the institutional investors get in. The billionaires stack their bags. And us uncommon 1%, we're getting involved in the biggest shift in generational wealth. The way that I explain it is, imagine there's a guy named Henry Ford making cars, affordable cars. And there's a group of people sitting back going, man, like the Rothschilds, let's get into oil. What if we got into oil? What if we started to get into oil, because these cars are going to need gas and oil? The richest people in the world that run our country made those decisions. And now it's our turn. The uncommon 1%. It's about looking at the real world solves and where the world is heading, not where the world is. So just like I'm locked down in this hotel room and still able to run a very effective business from my phone, from a computer, in a hotel room. Think about that, warriors. Just got to FaceTime my daughter and my son. I was able to connect with them. You have to think about what you're doing, what they've not tricked you, what they've got you used to doing, and how do you invest in that? So let me explain to you how the blockchain will change the world. So the premise of blockchain offers decentralized, which instills trust, transparency, and security. Blockchains are very secure. Blockchain is a peer-to-peer network. For example, XRP, I can transfer money from one person to another. On a blockchain, my cryptocurrency, I can move my crypto, my Bitcoin, to another person. You're the bank. You're peer-to-peer, okay? Each peer carries a ledger copy. You have your own secure keys that secure your currency, right? So you're the only person that can access that if I send that over to you. Okay, blockchain is an evolution from the relational database to a decentralized database. So it's shared in between the shareholders, the two people that are sending the cryptocurrency. That's it. Okay, blockchain technology characteristics, peer-to-peer network, cryptographic hash functions, a distributed ledger, and immutability. I always have trouble saying that. Now, they were working on this in 1996 at MIT. So you think cryptocurrency just came out? Okay, blockchain technology benefits: send money quicker, XRP, XLM, buy genuine products only. VeChain is product supply chain management and clarity. Tackle health problems. Well, interesting. Do we have a narrative going on right now that we might need to track the C word? We might need to track the results because they're freaking you out. Better ability. That's why I'm sitting in a hotel room right now. I got a quarantine for 14 days. Better ability to earn money. That's exactly what we're doing as warriors right now. So how blockchain will change the financial world. This is really important. Investment management, insurance, trade finance, banking and lending, DeFi. How blockchain will change healthcare, drug traceability. What's the narrative, warriors? What's happening right now, and how can you get ahead of it, invest in the real world solves? Patent into consent management, electronic health records, better clinical trials. How will blockchain change real estate, deed records and land titles, tenant identity, tokenization, and leasing payments? You're going to be able to get your payments like this as a landlord. Investment management. This is the future, warriors. And the interesting thing is, you don't have to be rich to get involved. Let me give you some examples. VeChain is under 2 cents right now. VeChain is going to be this right here, buying genuine products only. This right here, drug traceability. Okay, these are companies that have already solved these problems, warriors. XRP right now is under 50 cents at this time. You have things like Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin is $23,000. It's a store of value. You have Ethereum that is going to explode to around $600. Now remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm irritated, warriors. I'm irritated. And I'm ready to help as many human beings as possible break free from the matrix like I did. I broke free from the corporate structure. I learned the game, and now I'm teaching hundreds and hundreds of warriors all over the world. Your first step is join our free Facebook group. Join our free Facebook. We go live every single day. We answer questions. We go live on our YouTube channel every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 a.m. Arizona time. We have thousands and thousands of free pieces of content. This is not about monetary warriors. This is about helping many people as possible. But we do have a paid academy where you can join Cryptocurrency Call on Thursday, where we go over technical analysis. I go over my portfolio. We go over news and new projects. We also have a robust Discord with about 260 people in it right now, probably smarter than me, and helping each other with cryptocurrency. You have a basic cryptocurrency course. You have access to my portfolio, understanding economics, subconscious mind programming around wealth. We help guide you into this quantum financial system. Remembering that we're not financial advisors, none of it's financial advice. I'm just open and bluntly honest with you. I show you my portfolio. So if the market fails in that area, guess what? I'm going down. What financial advisor? I'm not a financial advisor, but ask yourself, is the person that's doing your finances or helping you guide you along, do they show you their portfolio? That's what I'm all about, is clarity. I'm all about clarity. I will never ask any of my warriors or share with my warriors. I don't tell them what to invest in. I show them what I'm investing in and let them make informed decisions. I teach people how to fish instead of giving them the fish. That's the key. What's happened, warriors, is the life you're living right now is you keep accepting the fish without learning how to grab the pole. It's time to grab the pole. It's time to rise, warrior. Warriors, rise. Let's go. Everything's down in the description. Have a great day.